My name is Jared Youtsey with 5 Dice Photography, and I thought I'd show you what's going to be in my bag for my upcoming New York trip. I use the Lowepro Sling 220 AW. This is an older bag. You can still get it. It's got the hidden all-weather cover, so if you happen to hit some rain, you can protect everything that's in here. But I really like this bag. I've been using it for a few years. I like the fact that you can sling it over a shoulder, sling it around in front of you, and still get at everything in the bag without having to set your bag down. But at the same time, I like the fact that this is a very square bag. I can set it down on pretty much any side, and it's not going to fall over because it's a very square bag. So it sits up whichever way that I put it. So to show you what's in my bag, I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to take everything out of it. One of the things that does go in my bag is the GoPro that I'm filming this with. It does fit in here as well, and so then I'll show you everything else that I've got packed in this bag in reverse, so you can see what I'm taking with me. So to start with, we'll start with the main compartment, easily accessible. I've got an R-strap that I keep on my camera. Unfortunately, I'm using my quick release plate right there to hold that GoPro on. I got my Nikon D800 attached to it. I've got the 70-200. I keep all my covers with me. I use zoom adapters, magnetic adapters for my lens caps so that they pop on and off very easily. So there's that's the 2470. I'm not taking my 70-200 with me. I've got a Phottix battery grip on the back. I have big hands, and so I find actually having the battery grip is real helpful for me. It does add a little bit of weight, but not a whole lot. But so I find that very beneficial to have. I'm taking my 1424. New York City, going to want to do a lot of architectural photography and some landscapes. So I take my 1424. Attached to it is part of the HIDA filter kit for the 1424, which seems to be a great piece of kit. I'll talk a little bit more about it as we get to the rest of the pieces of that. In addition, I've got a set of cheapo extender tubes for doing some macro work. I've got my 85mm f1.8 for doing a couple of portraits while I'm there, since I'll have my family with me. That's all in the bottom of the bag. In the bottom section compartment, the way I've got it compartmentalized out, I keep the extension tubes and the 85 in there, along with my rocket blower. I have yet to have security try to take that away from me at TSA. I've got my 77mm filter holder, high-tech. I simply use a piece of bubble wrap to kind of protect the little pokey bits from getting in there. I suppose I probably could cut those off and save myself a little bit there, but this just seems to be the cheapo, easy solution for that. And I always carry this with me. It's a bean bag. It's a 99-cent bag of lentils inside of a piece of t-shirt. Very, very simple to make, very, very simple to carry with you. It does add some weight, but this is the poor man's tripod. It works in pretty much every situation. If you need something to kind of set on a rock or something, it works as a great tool for that. So I always take that with me. So now I've got my filters for my 1424. This is the rest of the HIDA attachment for the 1424. A great piece of kit. It fits nicely just under the lip of the padded case for the 10-stop HIDA ND filter, which has a very, very low color cast. Really nice piece of kit. So I keep that padded up, and I've got that fitting nicely in the center compartment, along with a set of high-tech filters as well to go on top of that. So I've got a wide variety of filters to go with my 1424. Moving further up the bag, I've got my SB910 flash. I've got 2 pocket wizards. I'm not going to take any extra batteries with me for the pocket wizards and the flash. I'll just buy extra if I need them. I don't use my flash that much. I've got my Nikon battery charger. And then I keep this little pouch here kind of thin. It works nicely for holding my circular polarizer as well as my set of NDs. I've got one hardline ND and then a set of NDs for the 77mm stuff as well. So that's everything there in that center compartment. I've also got, like some tissues, little stuff like that. In the top compartment here, carrying some simple stuff. I've got the waterproof back and my mini SD card reader for the GoPro. I've got a tile. I'll also have a track art in here as well for tracking my bag. Can't be too safe with that. Make sure that if I walk away from it or anything, it's going to be fairly easy to find really quick. I've never lost my bag or walked away from it, nor do I want to, but that's kind of cheap insurance. And the top as well, I've got a couple of spare SD cards. I've got a 64 and a 32. I've got a total of 128 already in the camera, so I'm pretty well set for storage there. That's the whole bottom of the bag, everything that I've got in there. There's still actually some room in this front compartment where I could put some additional stuff. Thin stuff is here as well if I needed to. So let's move on to the top. In the top of the bag, I've got the charger for my MacBook Pro 17-inch. I probably will opt to go without the gigantic cord there, but it does fit. I've got a backup battery pack for charging iPhone, iPad, phones, and tablets. I've got a head strap for my GoPro. I've got a wall charger for USB wall charger, dual wall charger. I always keep some Roar with me, some lens cleaner, and a couple of the lens cleaning cloths. I just pack a bunch in here, put them in a plastic baggie. They stuff way down inside, nice and small, always got them with me. Some other things I carry with me all the time, a pair of fingernail clippers, just always seem to need those. I carry a marking pen, an ink pen, a paint pen. You never know when you need to mark a piece of equipment or put a mark on something. That's very, very handy to have with you. And around it, I wrap some gaffer's tape because you can never have enough gaffer's tape. Additionally in here, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take the laser pointer with me or not. I don't know if that'll get through TSA, but that's a high-powered green laser. Then inside the pocket inside the bag, I've got another spare battery. So I've got 2 in the camera and a spare here. That's more than enough to shoot all day long and just keep shooting and keep shooting and keep shooting. In addition, I always carry a spare lens cap, 77mm lens cap. Lose one of those, pretty nice to have a convenient backup there. Although, and I've done that. I've lost one, so it's very convenient to have. So that's everything in the top of the bag there. Now, in addition, there's a little zipper pocket on the top. In there, I keep cables. So this is where I pack all this stuff. So I've got a trigger release in here. I've got a standard mini USB. This is for charging and syncing the GoPro. Can also be good for syncing those Pocket Wizards if I need to change some settings on that. Looks like I've actually got 2 of them in here, so there's plenty of room for all of that. There's also room in here to hold 2 more lightning cables, which I don't have in here at the moment, for charging my phone. So additionally, we've got a compartment specifically for holding a laptop. Nicely padded, there's good padding in here. This holds a 17-inch MacBook Pro, no problem at all. In addition to that, it'll hold an iPad, no problem at all. And even with all that in there, I can throw a trade paperback, I can throw in a couple of magazines, something to read like that, if I want to carry some printed stuff with me as well, if I don't mind carrying the weight, but all of that fits. There's an additional front pocket here. In here I've got a flash modifier. Just a simple thing to pop on my flash, attach to my flash. Gives me just a little bit of diffusion. It does make things a little bit nicer. And then I've got some assorted little bits of kit. I've got some foam stickers for the HIDA kit to make sure it's blocking light if I need backups of those if I damage them for some reason. And then, of course, for my tripod, I've got some Allen wrenches and whatnot to make sure that my tripod is tight and firm there. The legs aren't wiggling or anything. The tripod I'm taking with me is a 3-legged thing, Eric. It's a rather big tripod. I'm a really tall guy, so I like a tripod that will extend really high. It'll also get me over top of people who might be in front of me if I want to do that as well, so it's nice for that. So that's everything I've got in here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pack it all back in here and show you that all of this kit fits right in here, easily carryable. Mind you, this fits nicely underneath the seat. It's easy to carry on. Fits underneath the seat on an airplane. It doesn't take up too much room. I've got size 13 feet, and I still have room for my feet comfortably. So this is a great bag, holds a lot of stuff. I highly recommend it. So let's put all this stuff back away. And that's it. That's what's in my bag.